Hey guys, you are here to understand how to data scrap from multiple websites using UiPath. So let me show you how we can do that. So I've created this project, and the objective of this project is to read a few phone brands mentioned in a brand master file and then search for each brand from Amazon and Flipkart and extract the data and put it in a data table, and then later it is going to format the data that has been extracted from the respective websites and then present the data using table and slicer in Excel. All right, so for this project, what we have done is we have created a brand master file. So let me show you how this file looks like. So I go to the project folder, and here we have this brand master file pre-created. All right, so I have this brand master file open, and this brand master file, it includes a few brand names for phones. Let's say for iPhone, Samsung and Redmi. So the bot is going to read this brand master file and search for each brand from the respective website and then extract the data and put it in the data table. The benefit of this brand master file is that tomorrow if you want to look for Vivo instead of Redmi, you can just come to this brand master file and then rename this Redmi to Vivo. Or let's say you want to look for more brands, you can just add the name of the brands within this column. All right. Or if you want to make your search more specific, and instead of iPhone, if you want to look for iPhone 10 or iPhone 11 or 12, you can come and mention here iPhone 10 and add iPhone 11, 12 if as per your requirement. All right, so that is the purpose of creating this brand master. So in case if you want to modify your search criteria, you don't have to make any changes in the code. You can just simply come to this brand master and edit your search criteria here within this brand name column. So let me just close this file. All right, so coming to this project, the first activity that we have used is to read this master file and store the value in a data table called phone brand master. All right, and then we have used an activity for the bot to go to the website from where we want to extract the search, where we want to perform our search for respective phone brand and extract the data in a data table. So I have used here navigate to this activity. Instead of this, you can also use open browser to go to this to any website. All right, and then we have this for each activity. This for each activity is used to loop through each brand in the brand master database and perform the search activity and extract data for each search and put it in the data table. All right, these are just to handle like taken I have mentioned the index of each brand row in the brand master. So this activity here, attach browser, this includes just putting the brand name on the search bar on the website and then clicking on the search button. All right, and then we have this scrap data activity for extracting the data from the search results on the website. So let me show you how we can use this data scraping activity. So for that, I have this blank project here, and within this UiPath Studio, within Design tab, you have this something called as data scraping. All right, I have this website, and I have already searched for iPhone, and the list search result is already populated on this website. So let me perform this data scraping activity on UiPath. So I click on data scraping, and once I click on data scraping feature, it will show this pop-up wizard. This pop-up wizard, it says that you will have to indicate on that element you want, the first element that you want to extract the data from. What is it that you want to extract from this website? So I click on next, and let's say I want to extract the phone name along with the phone specs. So I highlight on the phone name, or you can say phone description, and then click on it, and then it will say we will have to create a pattern. So for that you will have to click on the second element. So I say next, and I click on the phone description for the second phone on the search result. All right, this is just to create a pattern for the phone description. All right, now it is asking me to write a column name. So I'll just mention phone description and say next. Alright, so here is the preview data. You can see the phone description has been extracted from website perfectly as it is shown on the website. Alright, so by default the maximum number of results is 100. It means if you search for any product on a website, and if the uh, search results is more than 100 items, let's say it has returned 200 items, but if it is set as 100, it will just extract the data for that first 100 items. So I'll set it to 0. So when you set it to 0, it will extract all the results. Like even if it is 200, 300, it will extract the data for all the items. All right. So along with this phone description, I also want to extract price for the respective phone model showing on the website. So I say extract correlated data, and then highlight this phone price. And again, it is asking me to create a pattern for this phone price. So I say next, and I'll click on the phone price for the second element or second phone on the list. All right, so I'll just name the column as price and click on next. All right, so now you can see here in the preview data, it has the phone description along with the price. All right, so I click on finish. All right. All right, so it means sometimes when you search for any product, let's say we search for iPhone, and it has returned uh, 257 results for this search. So the search results might go to multiple pages, from page 1, page 2, page 3. So if the search results is more than one page, you can click on yes to indicate on the next page button. When you scroll down at the bottom of this page, you'll see, let me just show it to you. All right, say here the search results is up till 10 pages, and for going to each page number 2 or 3, users have to click on next. So if you want to extract the search results data from all the pages, you can click on next for that. All right. However, for this demonstration, a small demonstration, I will say no. All right. data scraping activity is completed. Now, let's say, okay, let me just show you. So once the data has been extracted from the website, the data has been placed in a default data table called extract data table. All right. So now I want to write this data on an Excel file. So let me just use this write range activity here. And let me just mention the path for this file. I'll say sample file. One. Let me remove this range and put it nothing so that it starts from the beginning of the cell. And then I'll mention extracted data table, the default data table that has been placed. All right, and also I want to include the header, that is the phone description and the price column headers for the columns. Now let me just execute this program. So the program has been executed. So let us just open that Excel file and see how the data has been populated. Right, so you can see here we have the two columns, phone description and price, as per our requirement. All right, so now within this phone description you can see the name, the phone name and model also includes the phone specification. Now, in our main project, what we are going to do is we are going to standardize this phone description. We are going to separate this phone name and model from the phone specs and put the phone specs on a separate column so that we have a nice presentation of the data. All right. And once we have formatted the phone name, specs, and price in proper column, we are going to present the data using table and slicer on Excel. Let me close this Excel file. Alright, that is all about this data scraping activity that we have just seen. Alright. Let me just. Alright, coming back to our main program here. After the data scraping is done, it will likewise it will perform this activity for all the brands that is mentioned in our brand master file that you have seen in the beginning of this video. Likewise, it will perform once it has the activity has been completed. The data scraping activity is completed on Amazon. The bot will go to Flipkart as well. All right. For this, we have used navigate to go to the Flipkart website and then perform the same activity, like it will look for each brand, search and then extract the data. Here we have used this element exist activity. Alright, this is because sometimes if you are not logged on to Flipkart, What happens is if you go to flipkart.com without logging in, it gives you a pop-up window for logging in. So this element exists activity that we have put in here is just to tell the bot that if you see a login pop up, you have to click on the cancel button or close that window and then continue with your search. Alright, so now once the data has been extracted from both the website, what we are going to do is we are going to standardize the phone data in our data table. Like we are going to separate uh, the phone name, model, and phone specs from the phone description. All right. So for that, what we have done here is we have added one column to the data table that is called phone specs. This column will list the separated phone specs from the phone description. And also we have added one additional column called website, because in the end what it is going to do is it is going to consolidate the data that has been extracted from Amazon and Flipkart into one worksheet. So this is just to create an identifier, like either this phone has been extracted from Amazon or Flipkart for that purpose. All right. So for formatting the phone description and separating the phone name and model from the phone specs, what we have done is we have used a split method, and for that, firstly you'll have to read the phone name from the phone description column and store it in a variable. I'm sorry. Firstly, you'll have to read the phone description as it has been extracted from the website and store that into a variable, and then create a string array to store all those variables. All right, and then we have used this. So as you have seen earlier, like in the phone description, there is a pattern like after the phone name and a model, there is an open bracket and close bracket wherein you have the phone specification. So we have used this open bracket as an identifier for this split method. So using this split method, we have separated the phone specs, all right, and the phone name. So similarly, we have done it for the phone data that has been extracted from Flipkart as well, and then consolidated the data and put it in a data table. All right. So for consolidating, we have used this merge data table activity. And now in the consolidated data table, I am counting the number of rows. This is because in the end we are going to present the data using a table and a slicer on Excel. And for creating a table, you have to mention the cell range, right? So from A1 to the N. So this phone counts helps us in making it dynamic, because we do not know today it might have 100 number of rows, and tomorrow if I change the search criteria, it might have more rows. So to make it dynamic, we have used this method, the count method, to get the number of rows from the data table. And then we have the activity for the bot to create a table and slicer for the final file and present it in a better way. All right, so let me just execute this program and see. I guess let me, because we haven't used open browser activity for this project, and we have to navigate to. So for that reason, I have this web browser opened. So let me execute this activity, this project now. I'm clicking on the run button. It is taking to execute the project. I believe it is because of the space on my computer, because I have very my limited space left. So for that reason, it is a bit slow, it seems. Let me see. Let me just minimize this window. Alright, so it has started and it is navigating to Amazon.in first. Alright, so the first search criteria, it has entered iPhone as per our requirement, and then it is extracting the data for iPhone from Amazon. Alright, so it is extracting for the second criteria, that is Samsung. Alright, so it has completed the data scrapping activity from Amazon website. So it has come to Flipkart, and there is a delay for beginning the search. It's because it was trying to identify that logon window and it did not come up. Alright, so it has extracted the iPhone data and now going for the second brand. Alright, so finally it is extracting for the last brand from the website, and now it has closed the website. Alright. Alright, so now by this time the bot has already formatted the phone name and model and separate the phone specification and put it in a different column, and it is launching this Excel to present this data in a table with slicer. Alright, so here we have seen it has executed perfectly and it has completed the execution of this project. So let me just minimize it. As you can see now, this is the formatted table, and now we have this phone name separated from the phone specs. See, we have this phone specs in a separate column, so it is very easy for us to, the data is presented in a better way. So now, and then I have this slicer. See, if I want to just look for Apple iPhone 11 Pro, I click on this and it will just show me the list of that phone. And now let me just say one more, Redmi Note 9. I select it from this list, and you see the Redmi Note 9 price comparison from Amazon and Flipkart. On Amazon it is showing for 12,000 for this specification, and on Flipkart it is for 13,000 for the same specification. Alright, so likewise you can easily compare the data, data, and then make your decision for the purchase. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you liked it, please do like the video and do subscribe to my channel for more contents like this. Have a nice day.